Marc Lobliner, MachineMuscle.com. Today we're heading over to SuperFitness in Burlington, North Carolina to inaugurate what is the first ever top 10 machine-approved gym in the country for 2012. Mix up my pre-workout, got some Diametize Recoup here for during workout. I always recommend branched chains and glutamine during training. And of course, pre-workout, AX Supersize, newer product, love it. I like stacking it with Ethitech, Yohimbine HCl. That's always good to go. But anyway, we're off to SuperFitness. Meet my buddy Steven, the owner of the gym. Gonna get a workout in, tour the facility. Let's rock this baby. Marc Lobliner, MachineMuscle.com, here with the first 2012 Machine Muscle approved gym, SuperFitness. Burlington, North Carolina, my home gym. Wanted to give props right here at home. I'm here, awarding him with a banner, some rope, and a tripod. Without further ado, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna crush some back and chest. Let's roll.
You're on.
Marc Lobliner here, Burlington, North Carolina, my home gym, where I get it done, where MachineMuscle.com builds their muscle. This is SuperFitness. This gym is a long time coming. It's a hardcore gym if you want it to be. But if you're a woman just looking to get into shape, it's not going to intimidate you. That's the beauty of it. You got everything from the cardio equipment you need, from treadmills to ellipticals to step mills, to a pullover machine, which you can't find at any gym in the country, to a reverse hyperextension. I'm here with the man who brought this to this quaint little town, who got us this gift called SuperFitness, which also includes tanning and even a hair salon. You don't find hair salons at Metroflex. You don't find hair salons at other hardcore gyms. But if you're done training, you got a good pump, you want to make sure your due's okay, you got your fade touched up, go right next door to the hair salon. Steven, Marc Lobliner here, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Why did you start this? But what brought you into this? How did SuperFitness come to fruition?
Well, I've been working in gyms for about 12, 13 years since I was a lot younger, and just love it. Didn't do it for the money. Just love training. I love if the place just broke even. Just want to have a place I can train, and don't like waiting on equipment. That's the nice thing about this gym. It's more private, 24-hour access, and that's the nice thing about it. It's hardcore, but yet the women like it. It's spacious. It's separated rooms, things like that, and it just draws a different crowd. Plus, we got a lot of different equipment that a lot of people don't have. So, that's my main emphasis is the equipment, things like that. And just starting, just the love of lifting, I mean, most of the gyms now are, cookie cutter gyms, and they're all about the money. With me, I just love the business, and it's a headache sometimes, but any business is, and as far as that goes, I just love doing it.
That's awesome. Now looking around, we were talking about 24-hour access. Just so you know, you guys are going to be viewing this in 2012. We have to have time to edit this thing. So it's about Christmas time. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. It's Christmas Eve, and this gentleman came in here for me after a long night. He's also, his family's involved in the nightclub business. I think an hour of sleep maybe.
Yeah, not long.
If that. But nonetheless, looking at this gym, I'll be able to come in here on Christmas. And every meathead wants to work out before that big Christmas meal. Every day of the year, no matter what time it is, you can swipe your card, have access to hardcore gym. Now, this ain't no anytime 24-hour fitness. This is not a Snap Fitness. This is not a little gym that's the size this big. This is a gym. You come in any time of the day. Now, what do you think, Steven, differentiates you from every other gym? What do you think makes you a top 10 gym in the country?
Well, with me, I've worked out at a million places before, in all the different states. Atlanta, Ohio, there's a bunch of big gyms up that way. Nice gyms. Still, a lot of the gyms in Ohio that, every time I go to the Arnold, they're 100,000 square foot with all cardio. Yeah. Lifetime Fitness, nothing wrong with it. It's $109 a month.
But they have a water slide.
There was not one squat, not one, 10 Smith machines, but no hardcore equipment, and dumbbells up to 80 pounds. So for me, that's not work. It's not going to work for me. So as far as that goes, I tried to emphasize everything here at this gym, and I just think it sets us apart, and people appreciate that. A lot of people, we've transferred people from everywhere, and a lot of people that come out of town, they look around and they're like, wow, this doing something, and it's a reasonable price, which makes a difference as well.
The pricing is very reasonable, and it crushes everybody in the area. Again, it works for anybody. And if you're looking for a trainer, if you look into their training, they're not training Mr. Olympias. Yeah, there are some dudes getting training who are, jacked. But in the main sense, it's for the mainstream. It's done a good job bridging the gap. And that's where you see Planet Fitnesses and little crappy gyms like that who trash bodybuilding say, okay, it's no judgment. No, this is no judgment. This gym's about promoting health, fitness, and reaching your goals. Whether that goal be to be a better in shape housewife, to look good for your husband and look good for work, or whether your goal is to be Mr. Olympia. This is somewhere to go. Now, as you know, he was talking about 80-pound dumbbells being too light. Steven, you're absolutely, pardon my French, effing huge. You compete. Do you mind giving us a background of your competition history? How you guys, how that began?
I won the Alamance team when I was 15 years old. That was my third competition. I'd done two more the same year. Just wasn't hard enough. And even at 15, I mean, I looked good, but I definitely, was not where I wanted to be. I was 15.
Your idea of dieting is the filet-o-fish at McDonald's.
I had never even took creatine at that point. Just protein, hard work. I was overweight growing up. Hit a little growth spurt. Done 2 hours. My mom would drop me off for 3 hours a day at the gym. And then my cousin married a guy that owned the gym.
Nice.
And so that's kind of how I started working at the gym. And, my dad's been taking me since I was a little boy. And even when I worked there, I made, a little money, and I would have done it for free because I enjoyed it. And so that's how this came along. I went and, at 20 years old, done this huge gym promotion in Massachusetts. Actually, it's at Jay Cutler's old gym. It was called Auburn Wellness.
Okay.
Things like the size of a Walmart. It's where he's from in Mass. And done really, really well doing this huge gym promotion for the gym. The gym was going under. We made the gym almost $300,000 in 7 weeks. And I kind of learned the business from there. And the gym had a tanning salon. And that's how I got involved in tanning. Years later, it's just kind of crazy how it evolved. But, one thing just led to another. And, the love for doing it, I think people realize when they talk to me, I try to cater, I talk to everybody. Versus, a lot of places when you walk in, it's just kind of like, oh, he's here again.
Yeah.
They're not going to speak or whatever, I make sure everybody's ready, the women, everybody, and I want people to feel comfortable, whether they're fat, and we're going to try to get them skinny.
Yeah.
Not everybody's like me and you and want to bodybuild,
No, we're stupid.
You're right. You're right.
It's really funny. It is like Cheers. If you all know that old TV show, I used to love it. You walk in here, it's like Norm. I walk in here every day between 9 and 10 a.m. And there's Ray, who's a phenomenal trainer out here. If you live in this area, you might want to look him up. He's amazing. He's actually showed me on that reverse hyper machine. By the way, they have a reverse hyper machine here. We're going to show you later. It's absolutely ridiculous. That, literally my ass was twitching and on fire. Not because of what Ray did, but because of what the machine did. Ray's going to love that one. We got to email it that link. But no, nonetheless, this gym is full of people who know. You got Jim, who's a Masters competitor who gets, you've never seen a guy that old get 64. That shredded. The guy comes in and he has old man skin. It's literally, you can see his heart beating. He's so shredded. His son Jason, again, a top level national competitor, trains here. This has the best of the best in North Carolina. If you live anywhere, if you're traveling through, if you're driving from Ohio to Florida, you drive through here, make a little detour and come to SuperFitness. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. And give me a call, because I want a reason to come here and train again. Now, before I forget, Steven, you're the first ever recipient of this award. Well, and since MachineMuscle is a newer online magazine, which is growing phenomenally, this is our banner. First ever MachineMuscle approved 2012 top 10 gym. Innovative Signs and Banners in Burlington did this in a day. But anyway, this is it. It's an honor to train here. It's an honor to know Steven. And one thing about Steven, just one last thing. When people ask me about Steven or about the gym, first thing I do is say he's probably the most talented businessman, resourceful businessman I've ever met. So it's not just all brawn. There's a lot of brains involved in running an operation like this and making it successful and differentiating from the 10 gyms in a 1 square mile radius around you. And this gym is going to thrive. And if it does, I'm going to make sure I do what I can to make it, because this gym is a blessing to have. But anything else you'd like to add about what you're doing here?
I would just, thank God, first of all, my friends, family. It's been an up and down process when we went and got this place going. I had moved my old business, which was a little training studio, into this 18,000 square foot huge gym, and got hit with a $42,000 electrical bill. It shuts down for 3 months, and I about had a heart attack, and I was literally about bankrupt. So God willing, we got through that and got the doors open and got the place. So a lot of people don't realize, what it takes to do something. When you gave everything, you have nothing left to give, and get something like that. A lot of people would just be like, hey, the hell with it, I'm done. And, you just got to keep going. It's the same thing, you're dieting for a show. You hated the last time. But you got to push through it. Same way it's mental,
Yeah, and the thing is you look at Walmart taking over small hardware stores, and that's what's happened in this country. You got 24-Hour Fitness Valley. God bless them for building a big business. But, you don't see many individually owned sole proprietorships do what this business has done and continue to grow and thrive. And who knows? He might not want to do it, but, everybody's going to push him to have 2 or 3 locations. That way, if God forbid we're out of town, we have somewhere to train at. But we'll have to clone him first, because without Steven, this place really doesn't have that magic. And I don't think any gym without him in it would have that magic. But again, thank you so much for having us here. We're going to go train some chest and back. The reason being, we want to show off the machines, the equipment in here, and so we picked 2 muscle groups people like, where I think we have some really diverse, awesome, unique equipment here. So without further ado, let's do this. Finishing my pre-workout, let's go train.